way, what is your name?
My tag is Gelato.
Oh, Gelato, that's right. I'm like, wait a minute, I saw you playing earlier.
Yeah,
I'm Syndicate Simon, nice to meet you.
We played Friends Gelato, like to make big moves.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I remember. But okay, we have Ice on deck from the winner's side, coming in real hot over here off so many wins, kind of farming this Arcadian. But we have StarZ clutching it all the way through losers over here. And we're scrambling on the PS2 right now, and Ice on deck with a phenomenal lead, racking up the damage. Good burst out with that up smash coming out full force. And StarZ is just still looking for his in with a cloud, just dropping down these barrage of back airs right now.
Yeah, right now StarZ really not being able to get too much going. He did have a good ledge trap going, but unfortunately Ice being able to get that out. What StarZ really needs to work on is finding that center stage. How do I capture that? How do I keep Ice on deck out from that? Because Min with center is so scary. She can throw her arms to the sides and back up if she needs to, but when she's in the corner, she's not really given that option.
Yeah, StarZ kind of just has to close the space between Ice on deck, because StarZ has kind of just been committing a lot to his options, which Ice is like, okay, I got you, I have to mix up the stackers as well, because right there, he was like, okay, StarZ might do 2 cross slashes and I can just let the up smash rock, but he's starting to catch on.
Yeah, letting the F smash grip and not getting much off of it, but now we're seeing StarZ back to advantage and Ice on deck. Now off stage, and when Min off stage is very weak. Let's see what we do with Sledge Tap, but unfortunately Blade Beam not connecting.
Yeah, but we still have the dash attack coming out. Definitely capable of stealing that stock, but Ice on deck just dodging the F-tilt, getting out of that situation, and now it's time to get that chip damage in, trying to get that damage, that extra credit to go around, because that's what Min's capable of.
Yeah, we see StarZ kind of getting a little bit impatient, and we're seeing Ice recognizes, throwing out the Ram just to keep him out. It's not doing the most damage, but it's just enough damage to where, when he's on ledge, when you have that megawatt, it's going to do a lot for him.
Yeah, it pushes you back, it catches like your jump-in approaches with the air-to-airs, and Megaton Watt, StarZ had a really tough time kind of dealing with it, because it's such a big hitbox and it just stays out for a very, very long time.
Yeah, right now we're seeing a very good ledge trap from StarZ, not completely committing to anything, understanding that Ice can still hit him if he does commit to something, but just patrolling this ledge right now really well, and if he can keep this up, he'll be able to take the lead for the first time this game.
Yeah, he's just being really patient, trying to watch Ice on deck just choose his options at the ledge, not really committing to anything pretty much. He's still just watching him try and drop down, look for the kill, and Ice just has such a phenomenal patience game that he's not dropping any stocks right now to him.
Yeah, it was a very good patience from both players, both just kind of sitting there, but unfortunately StarZ giving in first, allowing Ice to live, and now we're back into neutral, seeing how both players play it.
Yeah, just getting out of that situation, not really knowing knowing that he could just do not anything, but StarZ though, dropping that at F-tilt, and it's gonna finally be connecting.
Yeah, now you're having a stock lead, especially against the mid-level character, is very nice. And Cloud is a character, right? Taking the lead back can be kind of hard. But, having those long arms will definitely be able to help. But Ice needs to, stop being in disadvantage for that to happen. And currently StarZ is thinking so hard, threatening the space.
Yeah, StarZ just trying to cover all his spaces. Unfortunately, committing a little too much with that cross slash. But, he's still chilling. He's still fine and dandy. But now he's on the ledge against mid-mids. It's very very scary tides that are happening over here.
Yeah, now getting out of that, well, okay, now he's dead. a lot happened. But now Cloud patrolling the ledge once again. Ice rolling by, but still getting hit by that side B.
Yeah, just let the up B rock because it's free damage when you're that close to mid-mid. And now it's your time to just drop down the ledge trap in on Cloud because, you got the backers, you got the F-tilts. And Ice is just being forced in the corner right now. There's a forward air just coming out full force right now. Limit to boot 2, trying to look for the end of this game, but still not folding.
Getting the back throw, this could potentially spell doom. If he does not get limit, he is dead.
2 frames, yep.
StarZ just played that really well until he got that grab, and then he got a little scared. You saw the air dodge come out immediately. Scared what Minion might throw out. Then immediately getting that call,
It's very understandably so, because it's against Min-Min. Like, I want to dodge all these arms. I don't want to get 2 frames, and I don't want to be without a jump.
This is all off I missed cross slash punish. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so
immediate air dodge.
Yeah, and he just gets the 2 frame because of the sweet spot.
He probably, maybe even a bit lower, he might not have gotten hit by Dragon Arm, but he unfortunately did. I think something StarZ needs to realize is Ice has no issue sitting in the corner holding shield, or even just sitting anywhere holding shield. He's not going to give in first, so StarZ needs to realize this, run up, get those grabs, start conditioning to not to, maybe make him start spot dodging, and when you have to start spot dodging against Cloud, it is terrifying.
Yeah, I definitely think, Gaikai kind of threw that advice his way. Maybe go for some grabs, and kind of like just play a little more reactionary to Ice and just instead of committing to everything. Like on that get-up tech, he got a solid punish off of it, and now he's trapping him in the corner. But unfortunately with that down tilt, Ice is going to be getting some damage, but ignore what I just said, because StarZ is still just going to town over here.
Yeah. I see StarZ going a lot for those side Bs, especially with those the limit cross slash off stage. But so far none of them have been really successful, and I feel like, oh no! Speaking of not successful, oh, he does make it back though.
By the skin of his teeth, he's just coming back with the cloud air dodge, coming in clutch against the Min Min. And there we go, he's just still trying to close that gap. Yep, there's that chase out of shield with the roll, with the staggers. And the Blade Beam too. Catching Ice just staying for too long on the ledge over here.
Yeah,
let's see if he can get that extra credit just racking on up.
Yeah, Ice is kind of comfortable just kind of picking one option and kind of holding it. And it's very good for StarZ to realize that holding shield or whether it be holding on ledge, this is going to be very imperative moving forward, especially because that is the best way to kill Min Min, and you need to take advantage of that. Otherwise, it's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah, I like how StarZ just threw out the Blade Beam, just knowing that, like, okay, I might get hit by this, but I can just get in a little extra credit. Like, get that little damage going on. Up Bs are still rocking with 48% on Ice on deck right now. And he's still, still hanging onto the stock a lot.
Yeah, doing a very good job of holding and building up that extra credit. StarZ, going for that off-stage side B. Ice not being able to punish it this time, but I feel like as the set progresses, Ice is going to be more aware of that, and that will lead to him losing his stock. So I definitely think StarZ needs to mix it up, either maybe start feinting or baiting it, but he needs to be using that. He's doing that, and a very good offset coming up from StarZ, catching his jump.
I love the call of that shield. He was just pressuring so much. Ice was like, oh man, my shield's gonna break and I just gotta get out of that situation. And StarZ just recognizing that he can just go for the up smash, just capitalizing on that beautifully. He's working on a quick 3-stock over here.
Yeah, 171%. For say you often see Cloud live to him, you see Megawatt and Air taking him out. Now, despite the fact you have all this extra credit, you have to remember your Cloud, and this is Min Min. You can lose 2 stocks to like 30% just like that. StarZ still has to play very, very careful.
Yeah, and Ice is kind of just throwing out the Dragon Lasers right now. I know he still has the Ram in deck, so he's going to be looking to snipe out these jump-in approaches. But committing to that grab there, got to be watching out for that.
Yeah. Right now, we're seeing Ice play this a lot slower. Oh, very good forward. I feel like he was kind of starting to use that knowledge I mentioned earlier about, pacing those cross-limit side Bs low.
Are you going to tech this? And tech it, he does. Ice is still hanging on to his last stock, but it's looking for like a prime game for StarZ right now. But Min Min, though, having the ledge, going to be sniping out of the jump, and just like that, things might be changing.
Yeah, StarZ has to be play very careful. Very good grab, recognizing that Min Min will be holding shield here. Just be careful not to be aware of that back throw. Oh my gosh.
Opts for the forward throw instead of the back throw. Very interesting. Probably just wants to get that damage in, keep him out on the stage. Definitely thinking that he can't really cheese him.
Yeah, StarZ needs to be very aware of the grab at ledge though, because that is Ice on deck's win con right now, and it's very important to understand what win cons your opponent has positions, and that's a very big win for Ice right now. So just play around that.
I love how Ice is not committing to an option when StarZ had limit there. He was just hanging around the shield, just trying to bait out like a cross slash or just something just to come on out to burn it. And he's doing very good, just still holding on to this.
Yeah, I feel like he's understanding the options StarZ wants to choose right now. Understanding that he wants to go high so he doesn't get sniped when he's low. Oh, the panic down smash costing Ice. Ice was playing so patient for so long. He was doing a really good job of doing that. The one time he was not, StarZ was ready for that up tilt to come and secure the KO. If it wasn't for that, honestly, we could have seen that game going either way. But if you're StarZ, you're pretty happy about that, but just a little bit worried. You had a very big lead, as we see here, and then that just kind of went away.
Yeah, with Ice in that last moment, he kind of just rolled on. He committed to that down smash. That down smash was buffered super far in advance.
Yeah.
And StarZ, kind of just seeing him rolling out, thinking he's going to throw out a move, because down smash is like frame 6, frame 8. It's super fast, so if you space that up to right, you're just going to blow up.
Yeah. But I think the set in winners final was 3-1. Oh, we're actually going to a different stage. I don't think we went to a different stage. Oh no, I think we went to Bastion at some point. I don't really remember, but FD's definitely
Jungle
new.
Jeeps?
The banger?
What?
I'm currently getting more coaching tips from Coach Lagiakai. definitely, if you're StarZ, hopefully you're getting, I mean, you're definitely getting good information, but how are you going to be able to put this to use? That's what we're going to see this game.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
The gentleman jungle Japes! No shot! No shot!
I don't know if they actually
Oh, no,
did.
no, no, okay, he just caught him sleeping. He just caught him sleeping.
Did he-
Okay, no monkey business here. No monkey business.
But who would it, I guess it was, I thought he picked FD.
Oh my
Clearly my
god.
eyes are wrong.
He's like, what's happening? How we're on jungle Japes?
God.
Shoulda committed. Shoulda committed.
I don't know if I want to fight Min Min on that stage. He's camping those platforms. That sounds awful.
Nah, I would commit to the bit. I'm all for it.
I want my money.
He's trying to cash out.
Trying to get the bag, and I don't blame him for doing so.
Now, FD, I feel like this is a really good stage for both characters. I know Cloud especially, because I know while Cloud really loves those platforms, FD kind of forces him to play a lot more neutral-focused game, especially against his opponents who can kind of just run it on in. Now with Min Min, I really don't know.
FD's pretty good for Min Min for the simple fact of like, if she's throwing her arms out, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna
and there's
save
no
to?
platforms to move around. You can't really get stuck on anything.
Yeah, but I do agree with your assessment of like this being like pretty easy for Cloud because of the fact that like now you're trying to land against Cloud, and that's kind of hard. But I feel like this is definitely a better save for Min Min. But if StarZ plays it right, he can abuse this very well.
Yeah, but StarZ, with the limit at the ledge over here, has all the backers. You can kind of just go for that, and go for that he does with the cross slash, stealing out this first stock in this game 3.
Yeah, so I think that's the first time we've seen that cross actually hit. So very good on StarZ for hitting that. So it's definitely on ice now to respond back, and so far not responding very well.
Yeah, I feel like as the set progresses, StarZ is just starting to come more alive, and that's thanks to Coach Lagai. Shoutouts to the boy, the mid-man himself.
Yeah, potential future PR right there, and you can see why with coaching such as this, being able to, that one wasn't the closest, like it was a little bit, but now we're seeing StarZ really being able to put the notes to use.
Yeah, and it's prime time, StarZ time at the ledge over here. Playing to the strengths of Cloud, doing what he does best with the ledge trapping, and just dropping down the cross slash. Unfortunately, not getting that stock there, but he's still hanging in with 33. Good air dodge back on the ledge, still just keeping on to this.
Ooh, that was not a good air dodge, but Dragon was somehow not hitting, and I feel like in the moment where Ice starts winning, able to keep out StarZ and understand his disadvantage options. And that was a very bad down air, StarZ. I'm disappointed in you. Anyways.
Yeah, StarZ holding forward a little too much, trying to get the down air and the disadvantage.
Yeah.
He's trying to fold back into his old habits. But, the blade beams are rocking here, just trying to take out a jump from Ice. But Ice, though, still trying to look for an air dodge that he kind of did in his previous sets. But he will not fold in the dash attack. Definitely evening this game on up.
Yeah, if you notice, Ice is kind of fishing for StarZ's disadvantage habits. We're seeing, the down air earlier, the air dodges earlier. He knows that StarZ is a little bit scared when it comes back to really exiting that disadvantage, and he's abusing that very, very well.
Yeah, but when you're getting juggled against Cloud, you have nowhere to run. You have nothing you can do, and the cross slash is just coming out full force, and it's a very scary situation for Ice right now.
Yeah, and I imagine it's scary for Ice. We have seen him win these.
Limit.
It's already even percent. He may have limit, but if you're not careful, you will die.
Yeah, not popping off the top though. StarZ is just gunning for this kill right now, throwing out all of these moves. He has Ice in a really good position at the ledge, and he's still just waiting to time it with the F-tilt. But he can be a little bit dishonest and kind of just go for those back airs,
Yeah. We're seeing Ice play very safe right now. Being very scared, and I feel like StarZ, if he can figure out the habits that Ice is doing, he'll be able to secure that game. We see Laggy guy popping off for that.
The little jump. He's so proud.
He's a proud dad. But in all seriousness, being able to secure that game is so imperative to the set. Especially because if you do go game 5, you have counter pick advantage, and you probably are already rolling some confidence. Hey, I'm already doing better than I did last set. That's a pretty good mental shift going forward. And if he can keep this up, this can turn to 2-1 into a 3-1 into a next set, and we'll see how it goes. But besides considering 2 and Link,
I like it. I dig it. This is the last ditch effort.
I low-key think he should say Min Min, at least for the rest of the set, in my opinion, because I feel like he has good ideas, But I mean, I don't know. I guess it makes sense because like he has the right ideas, but then he gets bullied so bad because it's just Min disadvantage, and StarZ just finding openings really well. But we're gonna see how the Toon Link ends up working. StarZ have not playing against the Toon Link yet this set, so.
I kind of like the Toon Link pick from Ice. You know, he has like a, you know, he's in Winter Side. He can afford to lose this game if he goes down with the Toon Link. But Toon Link has some very solid options to kind of just two-frame and just gimp Cloud. But the whole thing about this is that Cloud aerials kind of just delete whatever Toon Link can just throw at him, especially that back air.
Yeah, another reason I'm honestly not too opposed to the Toon Link pick is something he has that he didn't really have with Min is mobility. Toon Link is naturally being a faster character, means you can kind of get away from Cloud, and we're kind of seeing Ice play to that strength of really not trying to be in Cloud's face, being as evasive as possible, and using your tools to space out that still have range.
Yep, and StarZ is gonna have to be very careful with how he uses those up Bs because Toon Link just has a lot faster frame data to kind of just punish those when you whip them out like that.
Yeah, we're seeing these boomerangs do a lot of work for Ice, and StarZ is not really respecting that right now. That's a lot of where the damaging inversions have been.
Yeah, still good patience and shield, just not falling to the cross slash. Back throw, not gonna kill because this ain't fast Smash 4, but F2 will.
Yeah, F2 very good move in Toon Link's kit. Is he gonna kill himself? No, he's not.
He's still, but you know. Oh, but virtually he just gets pushed off, so he's not able to extend his combo. But Ice is just kind of going back to the zoning, and you can't really be air dodging Toon Link when he has the spin attack like that, because it just stays out forever and it catches it.
Yeah, if you want to spot dodge, you have to do that towards the end, but that's kind of, gonna be a little bit of risk sometimes. At low percent, it's not as bad, but at a high percent, it can be a little bit scary. But speaking of F-tilts earlier, StarZ circling herself an F-tilt of his own.
Yeah, and Boomerang coming in with assists, getting a little bit of damage. Spin attacks is being the bane of StarZ's existence right now, and he's going high, and it works out.
Yeah, I feel like a lot we're seeing from Ice is like these moments of like patience and camping, and then we're seeing Ice just pull the trigger over and over. We've seen so many upbeats already come out. He's fishing for these jumps. He's going for these F smashes. I feel like StarZ needs to understand to play a little bit more patient, a little bit more reactive to what Ice is doing, and I feel like that'll help him a lot. And these downers too.
Yeah, he's kind of just catching on to StarZ's game plan. But you know, Cloud though, when you're with the Cloud against a Toon Link, there's only so much you can do. But Ice, though, in a very fair position, kind of not opting to go for like any two frames, just dropping the bombs or anything. Just really trying to rely on the projectile confirms or just ledge trapping in general with the Toon Link. This parry game, though, is just so on point.
Well, that hit him. Toon Link, your sword's not that big.
Oh, yep, just let the... What?
That was a free
up smash.
Ice is kind of, I'm gonna be honest, Ice kind of choking a little bit. He F2 when he could have F-smashed earlier, and he just didn't go for the up B or a smash attack. I feel like the panic starting to set in a little bit. I really feel like we haven't seen StarZ panic as much. Oh, back air,
yeah,
almost
back air. That's your life and soul. Now with Toon Link, the F-tilts, they're very interesting because they kind of work like the swordsman swing that Marth has from Melee, where they send at a really nasty angle if you're kind of not DIing it already. But the spin attack, though, is going to be catching this neutral getup, and we got a nice, even game right now.
Yeah, despite the fact Ice has been going for those spin attacks a lot, I like that one. He went to like getup distance and immediately popped it, which is not something we see Toon Link do. So understanding what option StarZ wanted to choose and just punishing it appropriately. Now we're seeing Toon Link on ledge, and these air dodges, they're kind of scary.
Yeah, dropping shield way too early and eating the damage from the cross slash. Things are looking real grim. The cross slash, not quite resetting the bracket just yet. Ice still hanging on with the jump with the down air spike. Resetting the bracket.
I feel StarZ. I feel like just first half of the game a little bit rocky, a little bit not so good. Second game, knew his number, knew what he wanted to do, knew his panning options. He understood how often he was starting on Boomerang. We saw him jump over it, and understanding his defensive habits with like the side B on the neutral getup and just the spike, which honestly you're fine to completely go for. You're not really in a bad position. Toon Link's not really getting a reversal off this, so it's so worth it to go for. I feel like Ice, whichever character Ice decides to say or decides to go, he needs to modify some part of his game. But I feel like for Min, it's probably more so neutral. Oh, Toon Link you need to be careful in both neutral and disadvantage. I feel like Ice is getting punished a lot for that. I feel like you might see the swap back to Min.
I most definitely think we're going to see the swap back to Min. Like, the Toon Link pick, okay, I get it. We're going to see what works in the last bit of the game, you know? We got Coach Entropy coming to give in some assistance. And Toon Link also kind of serves to throw him off his game a little bit. Because, when you switch around characters against your opponent, they might not, pick up onto, when you switch back to your OG character. But then again, it might be some, some warm-up time for them.
Yeah, but we're seeing Ice actually lock in Toon Link, which I found a bit surprising. I feel like, even off that one game, we saw a lot of the earlier parts of the set was Ice is down, Ice almost makes comeback. But I feel like in this set or that last game we saw, Toon Link is down, or sorry, StarZ is down, StarZ makes comeback. So I feel like he has to play like how he did earlier, but also understanding why he lost that game. I feel like so based on how the set's gone, maybe might be better, but I don't know. Toon Link can definitely do it.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to watch out with just baiting all these cloud uppies or anything that kind of Star can throw at him. And we see Stars just try to throw at avoid anything that Ice on deck can just throw at him. And we're seeing just trying to land with all these fairs, trying to find a good old conversion, but Ice is just catching all of these approaches.
You know, the uppie coming out again, and we're out at the game of Toon Link is going to run away and hit uppie when you get near me, and Cloud is going to kind of fall for it, to be honest.
Yeah, but we got a limit in the back pocket right now, and he's definitely looking to pull the trigger eventually, sometime, somewhere before it burns out. He lets the blade beam rock, and now starts to kind of just throwing out all these back airs, just because it's such a good kill move. Just throw it out, you can spam it a lot, and he's getting in the damage with the uppie. Gets that cross slash in too, and this is looking real scary for Ice over here.
Yeah. I feel like something I want to see Ice do more is understand when he has something true and when he does not. He's been in general dropping some punches with Toon Link that were true and he could get, but he just hasn't really been going for them, I've noticed. So he needs to be a little bit more confident and stop going for the threes. The uppie immediately getting shielded by StarZ and up smash taking it. Now Ice is down and Toon Link's not the best character making comebacks.
Yeah, no, because Toon Link, you have to rely on a lot of your kill setups. You have Boomerang Fair, you got Bomb, potentially up air. You also have fair and the spin attack too. You have to get the solid damage on it as well. And up smash though, definitely one of those kill moves he has.
Yeah, up smash hasn't really been doing too much so far, but we're finally seeing it take some use in this set. And now we're gonna see what Ice can do now on ledge and being a little bit percent down. He was able to get that KO, but I feel like StarZ just is adapting so much quicker than Ice is at this point when it comes to just punishing options.
Yeah, we see the hook shot just coming on in. Ice is trying to force his way at a disadvantage right now, and StarZ is just not letting him breathe right now. Throwing so many aerials his way, throwing the blade beam, just going right on out there and just closing that stock out.
Yeah, I feel like now we're seeing almost like a reversal of what happened with, in earlier in the set where it was Ice being really patient and StarZ being a bit impatient. But now we're seeing StarZ take his time, understanding that Ice will be swinging first. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna wait for that option, he's gonna punish it.
Yeah, and I love how Ice is kind of recognizing these kind of bad aerials that StarZ is throwing on shield. Like, when you throw out a not-so-great forward air or not-so-great back air, you can definitely let the spin attack rip and just get that damage building.
Yeah, and right now, barely saving himself with that boomerang, but now getting grabbed. StarZ going for the drop down, side beam, not getting anything off of it. Now I'm seeing a little bit of a scramble situation going on.
Yeah, this is your time to get the damage, and there you go. Finally punishing the uppie with the forward smash. The air dodge in, though, not catching ledge, unfortunately. And I haven't seen Ice just been kind of working on, two-framing Cloud, anything with bombs or anything like that. Because Toon Link, that is a very valuable resource to have in your back pocket against Cloud.
Yeah, I want to see Ice go more for, as well as, two-frames that will run off, Nair. Because he had a perfectly good chance to try to kill StarZ, and that would have shifted the favor. That would have made it a lot easier for him, but he's just opting not to go for it.
Yeah, but, what? Okay.
All right, let's go Toon Link Nair.
Oh, let's go. But, StarZ is still in the full reins of this set right now with 135 on the Iceman right now. And Ice is just still going along, chugging along with the fair train right now. We have the F-tilt, but Limit, though, online for StarZ right now.
Uppie taking it. I just honestly, I feel like Toon Link's just kind of struggling right now. I feel like he's just not able to get enough off of his hits as well. We haven't really seen any big conversions off of Ice. We're also not really seeing him I feel like he's also not abusing his StarZ advantage enough that he was doing with Min Min. And that's kind of, I feel like, a really big decider. That match was definitely a lot closer than the previous one, but
low-key, I'm very tempted to just go in there and be like, brother, please play more patient. This coaching is allowed. I can get the comms mid-set coaching.
God, brother, my brother in Christ, please stay patient. Stop throwing out the uppies. Stop throwing out the boomerangs every time you're in disadvantage. I understand when you can take that move.
What is he doing?
That's FD, so we're going to FD Mementos. I mean, low-key,
Omega?
it's not
Omega
normal
Mementos?
FD, and that's fine, because normal FD low-key cannot be the best to look at. We're going back, yes, there's the Min-Min.
Okay.
I completely agree with this.
I mean, I know with Mementos, you have like bigger blast zones, I believe, as well, right? Or is it about the same? Because I know Omega doesn't necessarily change the proportions of the stage.
Yeah. I know this is one of the stages that is run for quick play, so that maybe it's the same for that. I honestly have no idea what stages are decided for quick
we'll
play.
see.
I don't know. I mean, they both turned them into it, so if a kill happens that wasn't supposed to happen, it's, you know, it's their fault. And not that I think it will, but...
Yeah, StarZ is just still coming in, swinging full force, momentum going crazy from the last set, or the last 2 games, you know. He's been doing pretty good, kind of just making these adaptations and just getting Ice's number. And now it's time for Ice to start getting StarZ's number, just making that comeback. And we're seeing it trying to come back with the mid-mid, almost closing out with the Megaton Watt. And I kind of want to say that normal FD he wouldn't live, but up smash are definitely dying off of that.
Yeah, I feel like Ice is like he can use the same game plan he was using as Toon Link, but he can execute it a lot better and with a lot safer moves as well. I definitely agree with this switch and this pickup stage, and not just because it's Persona.
I also agree with the song. Very good song.
It is.
But StarZ, though, with the limit right now, definitely got to play patient when you got the limit on deck with the Cloud. But Ice just catches the limit, just trying to come on out, and he's getting some damage, some extra credit to go around. 41%, going up to that 59, still walling up and catching the air dodge with the grab. This is a very good situation for Ice to be in.
Amazing edge guard by Ice. See, these are the things he should have been doing with Toon Link, but either couldn't because of Toon Link's hit, or he just wasn't going for it. He is playing so good with Min right now, understanding that StarZ wants to hit him so bad, and just understanding that dash pack out smash, dash pack grab, doing a very good job.
Yeah, StarZ, you know, kind of just playing patient. I understand playing safe on the ledge, like, but you are Cloud Strife. There are so many things you can do.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Like
good
the
old reliable left tilt.
Yep. And now we're seeing, you know, Cloud with God, this character has no grab range. He deserves it, but
He needs
losing
it.
limit as soon as he went for the neutral beat because it got hit by Megawatt. That is very unfortunate.
She
but
needs it.
I mean, I'll be honest, that game kind of looked done. I feel Ice just, like, he could, like, StarZ can win the set, but he was not winning that game. It was just, like, stuff like
Yeah.
this, air dodging in, just not respecting disadvantage as he should, not going to ledge, and, you know, losing so many resources that when you want to start respecting disadvantage, it is too late. You are
Now,
dead.
I really like that he went Toon Link for 2 games because that mid knowledge, you're kind of conditioned to playing against the Toon Link now, and now you have to get used to playing against mid and being careful of those air dodges and how you choose to approach things.
Laggy kind of giving the info right now.
This is the scoop. This is the scoop.
This is what you gotta do.
You have the
boy.
Hungry Box band on the wrist. You see it.
Inner H bones coming out. But definitely a lot of, I feel like, things are being told is probably some of what Ice is doing at disadvantage, but also like what he needs to do. Also, I very much agree with him not going town because while that is good for Cloud, especially because of options like such as F and back air, Min is terrifying.
Min abuses Town City.
You hit the Megawatt. Oh, goodbye. Lose your stock.
Oh man.
Go. But now we are on Smashville. I think it's definitely a lot better for StarZ.
I think this is a very scary stage for Cloud. Or very scary stage to play against Cloud with.
Yeah, the central platform's so good, especially how well he can juggle. And it can feel very hard sometimes. Also being able to cover himself and camp with that platform if needed be. That can also be pretty good for Min.
Yeah, no jump, but limit don't even mean a thing to Ice right now.
Yeah, you need to hit that ledge, and of course it's very hard when you're that far away, but for StarZ not hitting it, no, essentially a full stop down. We're gonna see how he makes it back.
Yeah, he has to be really careful with those up Bs because Ice just got those parries online right now. But we're seeing an up B ruck. There you go. Good old up B coming on out from that down air. And now he's in a prime position to be trapping at the ledge, potentially taking a stock, still hanging with the limit. But Ice just has that phenomenal patience still in the back.
So we're trying to up smash. I think he was going to feint by doing the 1-2 of side B, but StarZ going for all of it. I like the idea of mixing it up. And StarZ needs to start respecting these rolls, the roll down smashes, because it's going to eat him alive, and he's dead.
The ram. Yeah, just
Yeah.
pushing it, taking out all his jumps.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, that's done. But if there's one thing we've seen this set, it is comebacks. Just don't get hit here.
All right, there's no jump here, dodge.
All right, you know what we see?
Okay.
A game
We're going to game 4. Go to game 4 real quick.
It's like we see comebacks. We see people bringing it back, and then he immediately just gets his jump red. Has no options. It was that or air dodge. You got hit, and yeah. So
I'm about to be smoking that Bears gang pack real quick.
that's crazy.
I'm so sorry.
No, I understand. If I'm being biased, I definitely want StarZ to win, but like I do like both these players. I will be honest.
Now, I know while the venue is probably more favored for Ice, people in chat, Bears gang, rise up. This is StarZ's last line of defense. He got this. Could I get any Star believers in chat?
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of Philly players just cheering on the boy. We got Junior, Swishy, Bonk, Shot Glass, Deli, all trying to cheer on StarZ. And let's not talk about StarZ for a second. In region, StarZ has been doing really well. Them having a really good let's go Omar.
Let's go Tweak.
Yeah.
Omar.
But you know, in region, he just came off of not too long ago beating both Conman and Josh the Gamer. Both PR level rods, both very good.
That is crazy. That's crazy good.
Yeah, John being top 5 last season. I think Conman was either 14 or 15. So like, he can definitely win this. He's skilled enough to do it. He knows how to deal with zoning, but he needs to trust himself and adapt. He has one. This is match point, and if he does not take this, it is game over. But that also means when your back's against the wall, you're either playing the worst you have, or you are. This is we're about to see some of the best StarZ play you've seen this entire tournament run.
Let's see how he's gonna fight his way out of the corner right now. And he's beginning, trying to force his way into Min right now. Pressuring on the shield with the back air, but Ice though, just going on in with the grab, trying to get some damage on in. But StarZ still clapping back with the cross slash, letting the up B's rip, and now he's in a really good position at the ledge.
Yeah, I like how close StarZ is playing right now. I feel he's playing like super pressure based, and that's very important for Min. You cannot let this kid just throw out what you want. But we're seeing him get hit, and we're seeing the scary part where he's on the ledge to get this Megawatt.
Yeah, gotta watch out with the rolls, especially when Megawatt just stays on forever. Your getup is just not as invincible as you think. You gotta be watching out for that. And there's those air dodges coming on in. Ice going for the grab, but unfortunately it just whiffs, and Star is looking to capitalize off of this.
Yeah, and we're seeing Ice kind of play a little bit safe, understanding I have the lead, and StarZ might be freaking out a little bit. You're on your match point, and you're down, and it's Min, and so much thoughts could be just running through your mind right now, and Ice understanding how important it is for him to play as well as he can right now, and not let StarZ get what he wants.
Yeah, it's a really good situation to be in, and being it's very favored because StarZ, you know, popping off with that stock with the cross slash, and now he's oh, that was so unfortunate. He crossed up with the forward slash, so he just wasn't able to get the cross slash.
Ooh, letting the up smash rip, and Ice almost SD'ing for a second, but it's just so tense because, especially because either of these characters really start to just lose their stocks. Cloud just not having the strongest off stage, and Min being Min. Dash back Megawatt coming out.
Yeah, still gotta watch out for your options. Just get in close against Min. You have to limit, and you just gotta catch Ice sleeping. You know, maybe chucking a grab in there. But Limit about to go away soon, real quick, because you know, it only lasts 15 seconds, and he unfortunately just pops out of the cross slash.
Yeah, unfortunately being a little bit not too close, but I do like how Ice is sitting in shield. Knowing that StarZ wanted that cross slash, and just understanding, respecting that. Not going for the up smash, being a little bit safe.
Yeah, I like how he just went for the back air and kind of just didn't go for an F tilt because, you know, he knows that Ice has phenomenal patience, so he's just going to let an up smash rip to just punish it.
Yeah, something I really want to see StarZ doing is start punishing these rolls again. Ice is rolling so much. It's kind of because Min doesn't really have movement option. But who needs movement option when you can just be in the corner and throw out that Mega Bomb and get some nice damage?
Yeah, potential last stock of the tournament right here. Things are certainly doable for StarZ. Having Ice at the ledge over here, just trying to trap with the back air, dash attack, almost taking it out. He's still stuck on the ledge right now. You know Ice is going to want to force his way out. But the F tilt, though, closing it on out. Things are looking real good.
Yeah, this is potentially last stop for StarZ. And if he plays like he never has before, he can turn it around. But we're going to see if Ice lets him even do that.
Yes, StarZ better channel his inner dog, but, you know, not missing the tech, eating a little bit of damage. Things are looking okay. You know, you have to let the blade beam rock because 50 seconds are up. You definitely have to do it. But with the jump, air dodging on, gotta watch out with the jump because Min can just snipe it out like it's that. But he's getting the back throw to just chuck him in the corner. Ice rolling in interesting enough and just kind of giving up his position. And StarZ is just doing his best to capitalize as much as he can on this.
Yeah, and StarZ almost having a limit, and Megawatt's out. Ooh, if he can
Don't
force
jump.
him to
Don't
burn that
jump.
limit.
Okay.
He did not force him to burn that limit.
He's still looking to snipe it out with the back air. He has cross slash, definitely to aiming to take anything out, but Ice catching the jump with the Megaton Watt. Really good air dodge, just kind of avoiding that space that Min Min can cover. The back air though, things are looking real good.
I love that jump from Ice. Understand, StarZ has really been going for that against the Min Min, and understanding that is his one cut and avoiding it.
Ooh, I love that pressure just come up in Min Min's face. Ice being real patient, you know.
No up
And
smash
just go
on
for the
deck.
grabs. Yeah, we're trying to repeat the situation. Ice just rolls on out, and he's closing it out with a dash attack for
StarZ pop-
game 5.
StarZ hopping off for that. Honestly, you know, that's the moment Ice needs to start throwing out a little bit more stuff. But this is perfect for StarZ. You have the momentum. You are confident. You played solo that last night too. You had no
He's
fear.
feeling it, and now he has the last set or the last game coaching, the last advice that Lagaikai can give to him. But I think he's just gonna let him rock. I think he got this. Now I want to say again, StarZ believers in the chat, rise up. Where you at?
God, this is, you know, regardless of how this ends, this has been such a great set so far. Very back and forth. I mean, we did have that one game, you know, in set 2 where it just kind of got bodied, but then he brought it back, and you know, now we're at a game 5. This really can go either way. And these are the point where you need to, those stored beats, you have those adaptations you're ready to punish. You need to let it all rip right now. And we're gonna see where Ice goes for this decisive last game. I think we might run MDSR.
Let's see what they're gonna run.
Probably
They're running type for Ice.
Yeah, probably no town. So he could maybe go FD, or he's going back to PS2. If I'm Ice, I go to FD. And if I'm StarZ, I hope he picks PS2, because I think FD is just gonna be a lot better, because it's so hard to
Wait a
land.
minute, hold on.
Oh, there he goes.
I think he's going to coach him.
Probably.
We already know who he's voting for.
Yeah. But I definitely think. I think based on adaptations made, I think stage is going to be so important. If it is PS2, it's definitely, I think, a lot better for StarZ. Having those platforms to be able to air dodge away when you need to is super, super important. While on FD, you don't have those platforms. If you have a bear air dodge, you dash back, and you have smash, and you kill. So it's going to be very important to know where we go. We're definitely not going to platform stages because that's where Cloud thrives. That's where Min isn't as good because you have more options to move around. And, yeah.
This is a close game. The last Arcadian I had to be a part of was the NST Arcadian over in Jersey, and there was a game 5 and a reset just like this. Very close sets in grand finals, and that's what we love to see here at Stroudfest Arcadian in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, seeing close games and close sets is just such a joy. There's the best sets to play and the best sets to watch, and things, and you know you're doing things good, you know you're doing things bad, and it's so good just to learn as a player and just to show people what you can do. And I feel like both these players are really showing what they can do, their talent, and all of that. But where will we go? As this very, very long coaching goes. But we're gonna see if, you know, if the tips they got, are these gonna be the tips that are gonna help push them? Or is it gonna be so much information, it's gonna be hard? But we're gonna figure out who's winning this Arcadian.
Cast in your votes, channel points, bet them out.
Yeah,
Who's going to win?
Chat, who do you think is gonna be winning this? Do you think it's going to be FRBZ, Bears Gang StarZ, or World Coda Ice on deck? Let's get started. Game 5, reset. Anyone's game. Is StarZ gonna go win 2 sets?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Damn City?
I respect it.
Oh no!
Is it gonna be StarZ taking it, or is it gonna be Ice on deck, showing that he does still have it?
Well, like you were saying earlier, this is a very scary stage to beat against Min Min because she has the platforms to just work around, and she can just trap you and lock you down on the platforms. It'll be real hard, and I have no idea what just fell over there.
I'm not paying attention to that. I also thought this becomes FD at a certain point is going to be very helpful because there's going to be no platform for StarZ to escape. While you're going, I mentioned, like, you know, what's really been helping StarZ is he has these platforms to air dodge to help with these bad air dodges. But with no platforms, a bad air dodge like that's going to get caught.
Yeah, this FD like is really good for StarZ, but he just has to capitalize it on with the little time that he has.
Ooh, I wish Ice pressure went a bit close to pressure, but not. Ooh, but
The down tilt, there you go! Megaton Watt.
Ice taking the first stock of this Game 5 reset. We're gonna see what he's gonna do with it.
I love that the down tilt, he does the early air dodge, but he just backs off immediately, trying to cover the tech in place, get that damage in so we can just zone and keep his space on out. And you're seeing him just set up his shop for his game right now, just still walling on out and trying to get away from StarZ.
Yeah, I love this patience from Ice right now, and being very careful about how he commits, and understanding that if he throws out a move, he will be getting punished just like that. Avoiding the cross limit, or limit cross slash, but getting caught by that F smash.
Really good just sitting in that space. He knew Ice just wanted to roll on in and just let the S smash rock because, you give your opponent all that free space, like, I got the time to just come on in. And the forward slash still just, forward slash connecting with that cross slash, getting in that good old damage on in. StarZ is just running up on his face right now. Forward slash is rocking and limit is online right now. But he's still just traveling with that F tilt and not really spamming that back air. But I love the down air attempt to just try and spike him, just recovering.
Yeah, and now StarZ a little bit more aware of that roll and down smash. And StarZ understanding the Ice wants to back him all the way.
Yep, there's that back air. Finally, he does it in the air dodge. Just losing that first stock. But StarZ, though, in a really good position to be just closing out this game. He has limit. He has Ice in the corner right now. And Ice is catching those jumps with the Megaton Watt still. Yep, burning that cross slash. Still getting that solid damage. 49 on the board.
Yeah, if Ice wants to win, he has to make something happen. Because right now, we're on the verge of StarZ, the Philly player, potentially soon to be PR, depending on how this goes, winning his first offline tournament. Or is it going to be Ice on deck? Last stock, Game 5, and probably going to be last hit. Let's get it.
Yep, I love recognizing that he was going to stagger so he can get down tilt. So he's kind of looking for those air dodges still. He's looking for those pokes so he can get on in. Yep, and you saw he was still looking for the air dodge, but he was just not in the range to get that grab.
Not crossing up with that dash attack. Ice has to be very careful. I mean, both of them have to be very careful. Because if StarZ is not careful, this will spell his doom.
Oh, there's a 2-frame.
Only getting one, not both. We got both. That was game. Bad arm usage. And will StarZ be killing off this? Let's find out.
Oh, he does cover the roll-in, but the cross slash of the last hit just not closing it on out. Things are so tense right now for StarZ and Ice on deck.
Yeah, Ice just throwing out hitboxes right now. StarZ just has to respect that right now. Falling fair. What is going to happen?
Oh, limits online. Things are scary. Ice has to be careful of what he can commit to. But we know that patience. Oh, the climb hazard might be the end of StarZ if he can just get off this platform and just continue the game. The grab is just whiffing, and Ice is still throwing out these arms, the Dragon Arms, the Megaton Watts. Good dodge through the fair, though. He is still hanging on in this and really looking to win it.
Yeah, just StarZ being so careful. Bad air dodge, not getting caught. He's off stage.
Getting the Megaton Watt, closing it out. The pop-off, Ice on deck, surviving through the reset, surviving through the winners. The coach sniping advice goes crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. I manifest. Nah, I'm just kidding. Ice manifested this into existence, bro. He's such a crazy player.
Yeah, your winner for the Arcadian first seed, going Game 5, last hit against StarZ. The very good claw main is Ice on deck, playing so well with a well-deserved pop-off, a very well-played set. Where is he going? He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
This guy over. Oh my god, bro. I feel like I'm on the Bears gang hit list now. That I coached Ice to a victory, bro. I literally told him, Ice, watch out for these habits. Watch this and do this. And look what happened, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, commentators coming in clutch.
If you don't mind me asking, what tips did you give him? Like, what adaptations did he start making from your tips?
I knew that he basically had like the general game plan. But I just wanted to like reinforce, you gotta watch out for these jumps, really watch out for these look for these air dodges as well, so you can capitalize just so much on it. I'm trying to think what else. I said be careful of those rollbacks, because he's kind of been just picking it up.
Yeah, we definitely saw Ice like taking some of the bites. We definitely did not see him roll back as much. We saw him more dashing back, and although some of those did get caught, if he didn't, honestly, with how close that was, that would have spelled game. StarZ, StarZ still played amazing. I'm gonna be biased second. StarZ, bro, you did so good. Ice is a good player. Ice has been taking names.
I am now Bears Gig's biggest op.
That's crazy. Listen, if Bears goes on stream, you commentate, I commentate, it evens out. But
I'm there like once a month. I was there the other day. So.
God. But honestly, just very well played by both players. They both made such great adaptations. Both did some explosive things, and
StarZ is such a beast, bro.
Yeah, no,
He's
StarZ
crazy.
yeah, there's a reason StarZ that last phase he went to, he did so good.
I still love
Popped off so hard.
Oh
It no longer worked.
no! Wait a minute.
I gotta go.
Wait. Show it back to the comms, bro.
That's crazy.
He fucked up the stick, bro.
I mean,
Shit
like,
didn't work.